The fiscal cliff has created headlines across the country for months now. One of those included the direct impacts a missed deadline could have on the Lane County Jail. Turns out there was a bit of confusion, which led to a bit of backtracking. KEZI 9 News reporter Kelsey Card is live at the jail to clear it all up. Kelsey?
Brian, it's a story that grew legs of its own. The Lane County Sheriff's Office and county administrators say they've been fielding and making calls all afternoon in an effort to clear up the misconception that possible fiscal cliff cuts have anything to do with the Lane County Jail.
The stories that are occurring nationally about the federal fiscal cliff and then our local story about our jail bed closures have merged into one story.
But county administrators say the real story snowballed into a game of telephone.
Somebody else bumped off a story off of that, and then you get a third and a fourth story, and pretty soon the details are completely inaccurate.
The Associated Press published an original article about the Lane County Jail and its recent cuts. Other news agencies picked up that story, including a CBS affiliate in Seattle, the Huffington Post, and at least one blog. Somehow the headlines were changed from the AP version to make a direct link between the county's jail bed cuts and the fiscal cliff.
We're not planning on closing jail beds when the fiscal cliff comes around in 2013.
County staff and LCSO say the referencing of federal money in the article could have been misunderstood by writers.
We are talking about federal money coming to Lane County from timber payments, whereas the federal fiscal cliff is a totally different situation happening back in Washington.
Both agencies have tackled this as a team today, asking for clarification and corrections.
Nobody's intent is ever to put out the inaccurate information, so we want to be able to work with them.
The Huffington Post corrected their headline this afternoon. As for the actual impacts of the fiscal cliff,
some of them trickle to the states. The areas we're actually watching closer are transportation, energy, some of the grants in Health and Human Services.
But even with a close eye, there's no threat at the county level, and the jail's budget is not at risk of falling off the impending fiscal cliff. And county staff say they did verify with Congressman Peter DeFazio's office that federal timber money is not a part of the fiscal cliff sequestration. Live in Eugene, Kelsey Card, KEZI 9 News.